Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learnt in the progression from it to the full product? From the preliminary task to the full product, I learnt to consider the idea of white space a design element, as I realised that not everywhere needs to be necessarily filled up. I showed this in my double page spread, as I thought having white space above the title looked effective and also makes the kicker stand out more. As the preliminary task was to create a student magazine, I had to really think about my target audience, which would be people like me, and I had to carefully think about what would appeal to me if I saw a magazine in school. This made me realise how important it is to know who your audience is, because then you have a clear idea of what to put in your magazine and how to make it more appealing. Therefore, as a result, this made me more aware of my audience needs in my music magazine. I also considered typography, as I learnt that different typefaces create different styles and affects the reader's view on the magazine. Therefore, I had to make sure the typography went with my genre, as we had more time to design the full magazine product compared to the preliminary task. I felt I had more time to develop my ideas and create something more successful. We also had time to create more drafts. This was helpful as I had time to consider small details and refine little bits such as gutters and alleys in my layout, and kerning and leading in my text. With the help of rulers on Photoshop, the guys helped me to consider gutters and spacing things out equally, which I didn't consider as much in my preliminary task. Another key thing I have learnt from my progression from the preliminary task to the full product is how to make images more suitable for a magazine by editing them and making them look more appealing. For my preliminary task, I did not edit the main image on the front cover, as I did not think it was necessary. However, I learnt that having a more aesthetic image will attract more people. From the progression of the preliminary task, I also took more time to consider the mise-en-scène of my images, making sure each image suited my genre, whether it was costumes or props.